right, so how's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Okay, did we get a chance to look into that awareness exercise that we did last week? How, or for Nicole or Neha, I don't know if you guys got a chance to review the video. I know Nicole is somewhere outside, so she'll be in listening mode, but so we shared an exercise, just an awareness exercise, and today will be a little elaboration on that. So Prem, Charu, Sumit, did you guys got a chance to?
I did, and
Sir.
yeah, I think I try to do it before I go to work. So at that time, we don't have that much time, and I set a timer for 20 minutes so that I'm not like worried if I'm going past or so. I think it gets you more out of it. Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if it's more out of it, but I do feel deeper. Like I do feel I can be more quieter. Yeah, agreed.
I'll be honest,
sir.
Sarika, I have not got a chance to do this. So yeah,
That's it.
maybe here onwards. Yeah.
Hi, Sarika.
I
I
Neha.
just saw the session, so I thought I will attend.
Okay, cool. You
So,
haven't
yeah.
watched last week video, right?
No.
No worries. We'll do a recap. Don't worry.
Okay.
Cool. I see Nicole got a chance to review the video, so that's cool. How about you, Prem? Did you get a chance to practice this a little bit? Just awareness.
Yes, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
meditation is part of.
Sounds good. Let's move on to our day 2. So I'll just give a quick recap. Hi there, Priyanka. So nice to see you here.
Hi, Sarika. Finally, I'm in.
Wonderful. Perfect. So yeah, so today we'll be going a little bit further deeper into our topic that we explored last week, awareness and being aware of our own awareness, right? So what did we explore last week? So last week we discussed that awareness, so to say, is not some super high, super cosmic state. It's an ordinary, mundane attention that we use in a day-to-day life. And just becoming aware of that attention and where that attention is what awareness of awareness is. So, and we also discussed that awareness hops from one subject to the other. We are aware when we are awake. When we are daydreaming, that's also when we are aware of the content of that daydreaming, maybe not so much aware of the surroundings, what's happening. And we are also aware when we are sleeping. So we are aware of our dreams and wherever we are in that dream, sleep state. The exceptions we said that we are not aware is when we are under anesthesia or the 4th stage of sleep. These are the 2 stages. These are the 2 states when it feels like, the mind movie, wherever our thoughts or awarenesses are going, that's just cut off, and then we regain back. So we have no memory of what has happened during these 2 times. And then after discussing awareness a little bit, we talked about that what is meditation. And so meditation is a practice of cultivating awareness of our own awareness. And why do we meditate, right? So that's the main reason, to basically, the more we practice of becoming aware, just becoming aware of where our awareness is. Right now, my awareness is trying to think something, right? Or maybe I'm coming back to the screen, and then my awareness is moving from here, then to the other screen. So wherever my awareness is, and the moment I become aware of where my awareness is, what is it doing? Where is it? What is it aware about right now? Something happens the moment we cultivate through practice this ability of focusing on our awareness, or not even focusing, just becoming aware of that awareness. So what happens is something shifts internally, and it's like we are, we become, how would I say that? It's something like it kind of stills down the thought process. It kind of pauses all the mental activity, and there's slowly, the more and more you do it, you just start to kind of go inside more deeply, And kind of slowly, with more and more practice, we start to tap into that stillness that is within us. So, which is the core of every meditation practice, no matter what it is. By chanting, like we put a mind to chanting om, or whatever. It's like we give some activity to our mind to do, and then we come into that stillness through breath work. We bring the focus through our, but here it's the direct path. It's the direct path to going into or tapping into that stillness just by focusing on where is our awareness. And the moment we become aware of our awareness, it's the mind stops running around. It just brings attention to itself. So that's why I found this practice very powerful, and I brought this to the session. It has an element of experimentation to see where we go. So there's no pressure on us, like we are doing some hardcore activity, or we don't have to think about our thoughts, or nay, I'm not going somewhere else. I have to stay here. I have to be here. I have to be in stillness. I have to be in. There's just nothing like that. It's just so simple. It's like, let go of everything and just come back. What am I aware about? And then the moment I'm aware about this, I'm aware about that. Oh, we have to just shift internally and become aware of our awareness. Aware. How am I aware? Am I aware? Oh, just start noticing your awareness. So that's why it's an element of experimentation. I don't know what will happen. I don't know. I have no expectations of what is the outcome of this, but let me just experiment with this, because this cannot, because there's, if you make it to like I know, like I am very super a go-getter achiever, so if you make it like a mental activity or intellectual activity, then we just lose the essence of it. We cannot grasp it and its understanding. It's a practice. So until and unless you have experienced it through your practice and just trying to go deeper into your own awareness is when you can get an essence of it, without getting your, without trying too hard to understand or getting into that intellectual debate about, otherwise then we are lost in our mind. So that's the kind of an element of experimentation. And then we'll also discuss last week was what are the benefits of meditation? Like what happens when we cultivate this practice of being aware of our awareness is there comes a sense of grounding. There's a lot of clarity. Because now when you're aware of your awareness, your mind is not running in 10,000 directions, and slowly through practice, it's kinds of come into your balance, into your center, where it's like, there's a pond and there are a lot of ripples in the pond when a lot of stones are thrown. But when there's no activity in the pond, there's just complete stillness and you can see what is underneath the water. It's that kind of a clarity that you tap into. So there's clarity, there's insight into our impulsive habit patterns and fears and insecurities. It's when the water is clear, you can totally see, oh, why do I react like this? Why do I behave like this, and why do I get triggered by something like that? So it's I think we just like we go deeper where our inner wisdom lies. Who has all the answers? That's the essence of meditation. And of course all the other benefits, like no stress, better health, better cognitive abilities, better mind processing. Whatever the regular people take 2 hours to complete, you will just see the situation, you will understand it, your analysis will get just so faster and quicker, your output will increase and other things. And to go deeper and tap into your inner guru, that's the biggest I feel the benefit of, like, nobody needs a guru. All the answers lay inside. Every wisdom, every knowledge that is on the planet is all internal, because we are all part of it. We all are part of that super conscious mind. We are all connected to it. So we are all our own gurus. So yeah. And and then we did an experience exercise last week, becoming aware of our awareness itself. And then lastly, we did the metta, which is blessing of all beings. Okay, any questions, anybody so far? Before we go into it? Okay. Sounds good. Let's see what I have next. Okay. Yeah, so today we'll go a little deeper into exploring our awareness. It may feel like last week only. I don't know, but we'll see where we go. And the recap, in the recap, what I was sharing is, So try to focus on that experience when we close our eyes, rather than trying to make it an intellectual idea, because intellectual analysis will just give you more things to think about and will take you away from experience. So, yeah. Okay, so let's get started. And if anybody has these mind masks or blindfolds or anything, just feel free to use it right now. I feel it's just so much more powerful when we have the blindfolds on and we block out the light. I have much more deeper experience every time I do this. Okay. So everyone close your eyes. And take a couple of deep breaths in. Couple of deep breaths to center ourselves. Take a deep inhale through your nose and an exhale from your mouth with a sigh. Another deep inhale through your nose and an exhale from your mouth with a sigh. One more deep breath in through your nose and exhale from your mouth with a sigh. And settle down. Settle down in your body. And bring your awareness to the sensations going on inside your body. Take your awareness from head. Follow each and every part of your body from your head to toe. And we'll do this together one time, and then I'll let you follow your own path. So bring your awareness to your head and slowly move your awareness to your face. And now move your awareness into your neck. And then move your awareness into your shoulders. And move your awareness into your arms. And your hands. And now move it into your fingertips. And now move your awareness into your back. And now bring your awareness into your chest. Bring your awareness into your upper abdomen, to your lower abdomen, into your pelvic area. Now take your awareness into your thighs, to your knees, calves, and your feet. And now from your feet, move it up into your ankles, into your calves, into your knees. Now move your awareness into your thighs, into your pelvic area, into your lower abdomen, into your upper abdomen, moving up into your heart, into your back, into your hands and upper arms, your shoulders, your neck, into your face, and on the crown of your head. Now do this exercise for a couple of minutes on your own in the silence of moving your awareness from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet and then back up. And every time your mind wanders, just bring your awareness back into this exercise of moving your awareness. And let go of that activity and just bring your attention to your awareness. Just bring your attention to awareness itself. And become an observer of your own awareness. and go deeper into observing the nature of your own awareness. What are you aware about is not important. The content of awareness is not important. The nature, just becoming aware about our own awareness. In that field of darkness behind our eyes. Connect that field of stillness through your awareness. And becoming aware of our own awareness. Ask yourself, what happens at the moment I become aware that I am aware? What happens at the moment when I become aware that I'm aware? I'm an observer. Where is my awareness? It is this awareness that supports all existence. So get in touch with this pure awareness. Don't analyze it. Just observe it and notice its nature. Isolate the awareness from what is it aware of, and bring your attention to awareness itself. And then go deep into it. And now come back to your breath. And bring your attention and your awareness to your breathing. And on the count of 5, we'll come back to this session. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently open your eyes. All right. Hmm. So who would like to share? What happens or what happened?
Being aware and aware of something, isn't it? It's kind of merging somewhere at one point.
Say that again.
Being aware and then being aware of something. I kind of felt like it's merging some point. Like you are the awareness.
Yeah, but
Few seconds though. But then I can back to be aware of my body and then breathing,
yeah.
outside noise.
So what you said was being aware of something and awareness and being aware.
Yeah, the awareness,
Then merges. Yeah, that's
it
actually what,
merges.
yeah, truly, totally. Yeah, that's what happens. But when we are aware of something, there is something, right? There is something here, there is something there, there is something awareness is going here and there. And then we bring attention to awareness. We just awareness. And when the moment we bring our attention to awareness, it doesn't goes anywhere. And then it's right here. When we say awareness, oh, I'm in touch with that awareness. And that's when you just keep focusing on that awareness. Oh, this is how my awareness is. And then you go kind of deeper and deeper. And then, yeah, it kind of merges there. But I think it's everybody's perception is how they perceive. And so, but yeah.
So I'm seeing this like in like a small entity, right? So you have to imagine what awareness is, because there is your mind talking, your eyes seeing, and there is a lot happening around you, right? The moment you want to focus, you will think that your awareness is an entity within you. It could be, for me, it is this small, probably a small dot, right? Which I want to just move up and down, and then wherever I want to focus, I want that dot to probably, start focusing on that topic. So I mean, that's how I am trying to perceive it, because then I can move it up and down. My if I if I want to focus on what I'm seeing, I want to focus that entity on that particular subject. So that's how I was perceiving it when you were giving instructions. That to me, it's like a thing which is there. I'm feeling that it's there within me, like an entity, and I need to program it, because the moment I let loose that, it goes in every direction. It starts. It is listening to you. It is also listening to me myself. What is going on inside? So too many things happening with it. So I don't know whether that is what. I mean, that's how I perceived it.
Yeah, I think and there is no right or wrong answer to any of it. There is just there's nothing to say that my perception is right or yours is right or so it's all different experiences, but
Yeah.
what you're saying, I can totally resonate with it. And yeah. Who else would want to share? How was your experience, Charu?
Yeah, I was trying to think of how to put it in words. That's why I was like thinking, like, what did I feel? I don't know what I felt. I think it was an experience that it's hard to say in words, right? Like, I think maybe now I'm a little bit trying to be more. I don't know if I'm getting better at my meditation practice or whether it is this exercise that I've done for a week. I think I have less chatter in my brain. so I don't get distracted as quickly. Otherwise, in 20 minutes, I would have at least 10 thoughts. I would have 30 seconds of, so I'm still very new, right? So I have 30 seconds of quietness, then I would have a thought that I would have bring it back. But I think now if I have to think back in this 20 minutes, what did I think about? There is very few little, there was not much chatter. So for me, that's like the progression in my journey. Definitely. And I can feel the stillness. I just wanted to say this whenever we talk about this, it reminds me of Eckhart Tolle would say, if you watch your thoughts and you think, what is the next thought going to come? The next thought is going to take much longer to come because you're a watch guard and you're watching your thoughts. So, in that sense. But yeah, I think it is a good practice. And I try to do it maybe 2 times in a day, like when I'm driving or somewhere like, sorry, my battery is low. Yeah, so I do think it's a good practice. It is a practice that you keep practicing and you get better at it.
Yeah, you said it right. Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, once you become the watcher of like, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like the moment you start become an observer of what's going to be my next thought, and you're saying, oh, where is that next thought? So your thought is on your thought. So there's no next thought. So, and it kind of stills down the mind. So yeah, I agree. Priyanka, you have something to share?
Hey, Sarika. Yes. Uh, so I felt that while I was like being aware means like being in the present. So my mind was still wandering. Like I was still listening to my surrounding, like what's going on around. So that like how I was being aware what's going on, and I was aware of my thoughts, what's coming up. And so I felt that there is a difference between like meditation. Earlier I thought like it's same, but now I'm feeling that there's a difference that when you meditate on your
We lost your voice.
I felt. And when you're being aware means like you are aware of what you are doing right now and what your thoughts are, where your thoughts are going, and how to control your mind on, yeah, just being aware.
Yeah. Yeah. And also
That's it.
as yeah, and it's like Charu said, it's a practice. It's slowly over the period of time, we cultivate it more, and the more it gets refined. Oh, I think Priyanka dropped off. Oh, I see you joined back. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
yeah.
like that. Sarika, this was actually, I have been trying by myself. This was luckily I got a chance to attend yours. I just saw the message on the WhatsApp and I didn't know there was a session. So I was going to sleep, but then I thought, no, this is a chance and I don't know what we are talking about here. But actually, I felt so nice. And actually, I lied down. I was with you for half of the time when you were talking, and then you said, do it yourself. And then I went to sleep. So, but when I woke up with your voice, I felt like, why we have to talk right now? Like, it was so calm that I didn't even feel like, otherwise, I'm a very chatty person. But right now, I felt like it was so calm and it was the best hour I used. And felt very relaxed, and sometimes you need to be just calm and nothing. So but it was really nice. I was able to scan through what you were saying earlier. It used to be tough to be focused, so I'm trying to get there to be more aware. So luckily I didn't have other thoughts going on. I was just with, and your voice was really good, like soft, and I don't know, it was like soothing, and uh, it for me it worked out today somehow.
I'm glad it did. Yeah, it's a practice, and the more you do it, the more the mind starts to quieten down and just comes to that center. So I'm glad you were able to make it. Yay.
Finally.
And yeah, sometimes meditation, and then once you drift off to sleep in that meditation, it's the most peaceful sleep. So I don't blame you. So that's cool.
Nice.
Wonderful. All right, Sky, would you like to share something? Okay. All right. Mohit, I see you joined late, so let's keep your sharing. Okay. I want to share this. I'm so intrigued by Kashmiri Shaivism and Shiva Sutras, and so I keep going back looking for more content on this. And I came across, okay, I see. Okay, wonderful. So I came across this quote from Swami Lakshmanju. He's a mystic and scholar in Kashmiri Shaivism. So he says, in this battlefield of senses, that is good fighting with bad, right fighting with wrong, you have to witness it only. Don't get entangled in the right and wrong, and be relaxed in your own true nature. So this is what I feel when we're doing that awareness exercise is, do not get entangled with that mind and just become an observer of it. And just in a relaxed state, where is it? What is it doing? What is it making me aware of? Or where is this awareness going and traveling? And then you say, okay, let me bring my awareness to that awareness. And then you just become that witness or observer. And yep. And then that true nature, who we truly are, is that, and that, that somehow through practice, through bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, we just start connecting with that. And I'll share a little more on this, that awareness will carry you to that greatest power of maintaining oneness with Shiva. So what is Shiva? And going back to Shiva Sutra, the first Shiva Sutra, which says Chaitanya Atma. So Chaitanya is awareness, is consciousness, is supreme intelligence, is supreme being or spirit that's within. And Atma is that individual soul. So I would say Chaitanya is Paramatma, the supreme one. And Atma is our individual soul, our self. And in that awareness exercise, right, when we start to become conscious, and internally, when we start to become of where is our awareness, and we bring our attention to that awareness, and we start becoming aware of our own awareness, and the more deeper we go, more deeper we go, it's that when we sometimes tap into that supreme awareness or supreme consciousness, the Chaitanya Atma, Paramatma that is within us. And that's the journey of a soul, to travel from that limited individual consciousness to that absolute oneness, or that pure universal consciousness that is within us, that is Chaitanya Atma. Yeah, it's vast and serene, where all thoughts and feelings float effortlessly, is what you observe. That's a good way to say it. Beautiful. Any thoughts? Anyone else? So through the years of my meditation practice, that's what I've come to realize, is that why I love meditating is like, I sit in that meditation, I go deeper and deeper, and then it's just that you become one with that Paramatma, or that supreme consciousness, that supreme awareness, that Chaitanya Atma that's within you. And once you touch base with it, it's like there's a love story that's happening internally. It's you talking to Shiva.
How do
It's
we get to that state?
to practice.
How how long you have been meditating?
I started in 2012.
My gosh. Oh,
But everybody's journey is unique. And yeah, I mean, for you, it can happen in 6 months, it can happen in 2 years, it can happen in, whatever is your, so I would say is how much energy you put in is the reward you get. And it's how true is your seeking. I also feel that once we become the seeker of that, once we say, I want to seek this, what is this? What is this essence? I feel like once you tap into this, once you taste that essence of that divinity within, it's that love story that just starts, and it's then you're automatically on that bhakti path.
Yeah.
Where you you just surrender to the divine.
You have to believe, and then you have to keep on doing, and then you have to taste like that thing is, yeah. It's not just, I don't think so. It's just one day thing. It's long journey to reach that state.
Yeah, I don't believe it's a long journey to reach that state, because it's that essence just within you. And it's how much time that do we devote to go in within. It's just that. So it's true that we are all busy in our lives, and we have so much to take care of and other things, and so that there's very less time that we devote to that going inner, and then tapping into that inner silence and starting the dialogue with that inner silence.
Yeah.
But once we start, I can tell you, it's magical. It's the fountain of love that's just within us, all of us, and everyone has access to it. It's like, I just feel like when I tap in, I feel like I'm talking to my father. I feel like I'm talking to my most dearest beloved. I'm talking to my child. I talk to my mother. It's like every essence is that just within you. And it's just so magical. And yeah, very pure. And when it starts talking back to you, it's the purest unconditional love. And that most purest unconditional love has to just tell you, it has always told me about myself. It's like, and it shows, it talks to you about who you are. And then you say, oh, this is who I am.
Oh,
And that's like knowing yourself for the first time. Like who you are that. We
it's
are
so
part of
what
that.
it's so powerful, and listening to you itself feels like, oh my gosh, this is so. I think we are too dependent on others for even selfless love. Like I depend on my mom. I talk daily 1 hour, and who has the time, right? Even in the busy life and meetings, I find time for her. So like I know, like it's a selfless love we are getting from somewhere, and so we invest time and devote time. Like we find time for that. But so yesterday only I was telling her, you have to live great long, like you need to have a long life, because I'm so dependent on you that I need to keep talking to you daily. So for me, you have to live long, something like that conversation. But for a second, I felt like I'm so dependent on her, like what she's gonna say, and she's gonna be with me and all advice and all. But one day you have to be prepared for the worst, and then you have to find that kind of love within yourself. And that's where those thoughts started coming to me, like this is also kind of dependency, right, on seeking love from others in any way.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned like talking to ourselves, you're talking to your mom and talking to your kid, like that's where it clicked to me that, yeah, that will be a really beautiful stage where you can talk to yourself and you can feel that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And whatever is like, I feel like that our ability to
Mhm.
connect with that divinity within, it cannot come without so it's like a priority. Is it a priority in your life? Maybe not, maybe and that's why I feel like not everybody's seeking, because there's just so much of other things that they're seeking in life, right? So that's why I also talk about manifestation and other things, like manifest your heart desires.
Yeah.
When all your heart desires will be fulfilled, and you, like, that happened for me. I started from law of attraction. I actually, initially, my journey started from law of attraction, understanding how manifestation works. And once I learned about manifesting this thing, manifesting that thing, manifesting all the material things and my heart desires, I'm like, who is this giving me all my manifestations? And then my curiosity, like everything was fulfilled. And then I felt like, oh, then my seeking for who is this internally, that I started seeking that. And then comes the commitment, and it's just automatically happens, because once that you go on that seeking path, it's your curiosity to learn more, to explore more,
Yeah.
that just keeps you on that, committed to that journey, and to go and explore, um, what is it. And they say that without that commitment, without making it a priority, without that awareness, it's a vehicle without an engine. So, so it's that engine that drives you, that journey inside. And yeah, so, but yeah, so that's all I have for today. And anybody else would like to share any thoughts? It's known unknown until you taste it. Yeah, it's a known unknown. We absolutely know it, but we've forgotten about it, because that's where we come from. Would anybody else like to share anything? Okay, let's go into metta. And metta is dedicating our practice to all beings. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to your heart and connect with your heart. And as you connect with your heart, just connect with the love that we hold in our hearts. And let's share our practice today. Anything that we gained today in this session, and any wisdom that we tapped into together. Let's dedicate to all beings on this planet and all beings in the universe. May my practice be shared with all beings in love and light. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And back to the session. All right, folks. Thank you so much for showing up today.
Thank you. It was such a great session.
Yes, thank you very much. It was deep.
Is it different from the weekend, the classes that you take? Is it something different? This
Yes.
cultivating awareness?
Yes. The weekend classes are guided meditations
Mhm.
where we use music and there's guidance throughout the session.
Mhm.
This one is I think this one is a new path that I'm being guided to start on this. So yeah. So
Okay.
this is our second session today. Yeah.
I think this one is the direct path to awakening. And
That's
Mhm.
what
enlightenment.
awakening is. What is awakening? That I
It's
would
it's like 3 days thing.
say that again.
There's one more session, I think, tomorrow. So it's 3 days like session, or it's an ongoing thing.
So Thursdays is an ongoing thing where we do this. Saturday mornings is a guided meditation, Trinity. That's where what we do on Saturday mornings. In person, that is in person and on Zoom. And the one coming up on Sunday is a special event. It's a talk with Steve Bollinger, fireside chat is what I'm calling. And Steve is much experienced meditator, and he's some 70 plus years old. And I call him my spiritual dad. And he will be talking about non-duality. So non-duality or oneness. So we all operate in a dual world, right? So we call everything is like there's good, there's bad, there is this, there is that. So, and non-duality is where we see the things as everybody's one. And so he would go deeper into that topic, and going back to what Prem just mentioned, that this is a direct path to awakening. What is awakening? And I would want to just leave with that is awakening to a true nature, or becoming aware of our true nature, who we are at the essence. And yeah, so I feel that this practice is like a direct path into tapping into that stillness within more and more. And awakening, I feel like, yeah, if it has to happen, it'll happen. There's no chasing awakening. It is like, if it comes, it comes. But it's just the work. And sometimes I've heard that somebody told me that this is not the first lifetime that you are doing this. You have done this many lifetimes in the past. So I'll take it as it is a journey that continues. I don't know till when. So
Okay.
yeah. So, but yeah. All right, folks, I'll let you all go. And I hope to see you all next